and welcome to the Grand Prairie Parks, Arts, and Recreation's ActiveNET system training. This is a little helpful online registration walkthrough to help you get your account set up as well as be able to sign in. What you're seeing in front of you is the homepage to the ActiveNET system, and we do have a few different little options for you to choose from. But to begin, I want to start out by showing you a little bit of the layout. You do see the home screen here. If you see this, you're in the right place. We also have the links to the activities and then reservations where you can request a reservation. And some facilities are on there and some are not, which is okay. But again, this is the main page that you will come to when you are on the ActiveNET online registration. Also at the bottom here, there's also links to our social media accounts as well. If you ever were interested in learning a little bit more on those different types of media, then you can go and click right there to the Grand Prairie Parks, Arts, and Recreation social media. So those are at the bottom there. So let's begin. We're going to go ahead and start out by creating an account inside ActiveNET system. And to do that, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can either click right here on the sign in, sign up, or you can go right up here to the top where it says create an account. For this case, right now, I'm going to go ahead and click on this link here, create an account. Okay, so when you look at this page, you're going to notice that on here, it looks very similar to what you would see like on Amazon.com. It is a wizard, and ActiveNET makes it very easy to get signed up. And you also have the My Card up here. Once you get going into the system, you will be able to reserve or sign up for classes. And when you get ready to check out, this will be just like what you see on Amazon. It will be a particular, you'll have the list of your classes, the price you'll have, and then you'll be able to check out. But to begin, we're going to have to get started with an account. So we're going to walk through the process here. Again, there's 5 steps to this, and you'll be able to move forward pretty quickly. Please note, though, that whenever you do begin, you're going to see these little red asterisks along the left side here. Those are required fields, so you will need to make sure that there is something in there before you move to the next section. So again, this first page pretty much is required. You will need your first name, which I went ahead and put mine in there, my last name. I put the address in here, which is not my real address, so I want you to know just for security reasons. But this is just to help demonstrate in this demonstration. And then we also have the city, state, and zip code, which we'll make sure to put in right here. If there is an additional mailing address, make sure if it is different from what is above, you can add it by hitting that link right there. Once you do that, you can go ahead and hit to the next. Now we're on number 2, which is contact information. Again, when you get on here, you have a few of these red asterisks that denotes that it is a required field. So you want to put in here the phone number that you have, your home phone, which is required. And if you have a work phone, you can add that as well. Let me tell you a little bit about the cell phone, though. The cell phone is required, and it also has we have the ability in ActiveNET to do text messaging. As far as updates on programs, as far as news updates across, etc. However, the big thing about that is you need to make sure that your cell phone is in here. You select the carrier of your cell phone, and we also get your opt-in, because that's very important for privacy. If you're in agreement to want to receive text messages from Grand Prairie Parks, Arts, and Recreation, please act by checking off this box. Yes, I agree to receive text messages. This will be great, so we can send you updates on your classes. Also, put your email address in here, which is required for your online account. And again, this is not my direct email address, but this is just a sample. So you do require to have that so you can create the account. And optional things right here below, you can also see that you'll have, if you want email news, and again, latest news and information, you can check that as well. If we ever do any mail outs or whatever from ActiveNET, you can also opt into that as well. At that point, you can go ahead and click next to go to number 3. Now, number 3 is the personal information. Again, we do have a few little fields that are required. Again, your gender, as well as date of birth, and then basically your customer type, which is defaulted to general public. You don't have to change that. All of these on here below, though, going forward through the Parks and Rec system, the different locations may have different subscription lists, which are different activities that may be of interest. If you see these in your list, and when you're in your profile, if they do add them, they'll be in there as well, and you can select it later on. But right now the Summit has a few different programs, subscriptions, that if you want to get updates on those particular programs, you could check those off as well, and they will be sent to you via email or text message. At that point, go ahead and select and go into number 4 by hitting next. Now, number 4 is our emergency contact info. And again, we do have a few of these that are required. So again, you'll want to make sure that first name, last name, relationship, and a home phone number, which is required, is on there. Other phone is not required, but if you do have an additional number, please include that here. And then we'll go to the final step, which is the account information. And on account information, your email address is going to reappear here in the grayed out area. So you should already be set there, so that part's done. But what you do need to do is make sure you have a password for this account. Again, when you see in here in green, it needs to have at least 8 characters in length, and it must have at least 1 letter and 1 number. And then confirm your password by double checking that and confirming that one from above. And then you will finish up here with the reCAPTCHA, just to make sure that it's not spam. You double check that. And at the end, you will then have the option, if it's just yourself that's creating the account, like the head of household, you can click the green button for create account. If you do have any additional family members that you need to add in addition to you, then click on the blue, which will be create account and add family member. But that is overall it for the setup of your online account and kind of walkthrough of the process of online registration. Once you do go in there, we'll have future videos a little bit more about activities and memberships. Right now, to get you started, though, this will at least help you to get your account set up and go forward from there. Hope this has been helpful. Thank you again for coming, and again, have a great day.